is up, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday Warp Point streaming live show. We change the name every week, so we're going to continue to change it every week.
I feel like we changed the name in weekly now.
Oh, yeah, and that's kind of like the running joke.
Why not? Just keep things fresh.
The weekly Big Brain Power Hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
But either way you look at it, we are your source for nerdy news.
And
Try
if you
to
catch
be.
us early enough, you can actually see a split second where we're all grooving to the music.
Yeah, we're all just dancing as the music comes in.
You know, getting the vibes flowing.
Just vibing.
So, for those of you that don't know, I'm Rob. We got Leroy Jenkins.
What up?
I feel like that name is especially relevant.
Right?
It is. Believe me.
AKA Bren. And for those that don't know about that, just watch
Look,
us play
YOLO,
Apex.
bro.
Just watch
YOLO.
us play Apex or Call of Duty one time, and you'll find out why.
Yeah. Never
then
let Bren be the jump master.
Right?
No,
And-
no, we're going in hot. We're going in hot and sweaty. Believe me, my
We're
fat
not
ass
even going
needs
in
the
hot and sweaty.
exercise.
We're just dropping in. Like,
I mean, we're
you're
going
just
in
tapping
so
the button. You're
we're
just tapping
going
the
in
button.
so
Let's
hot
go,
and
go, go,
heavy
go, go,
that
go.
the cheeks are just.
just flapping in the wind.
Brent's like, no parachutes, just go.
We're doing the Captain America landing.
Oh, he's doing a superhero landing. He's doing a superhero landing.
Ooh. And then we have the man, the myth, Mr. J Darkness.
What's up?
I was trying to come up with
Darkness
something cool
memes.
off the top of my head, and I got nothing because I'm sucking right now.
It's all right. I forgive you.
So
Balls.
yeah, like I said, for those that don't know, we go over some of the weekly nerdy news, everything from video games to movies.
Give our takes, and believe me, we get way off topic.
The rails are very, very flexible here.
Like, you remember the rails from
We-
Donkey Kong Country?
We are so off track. We're off camera, and you can't even watch us like the old school video games.
Yeah, right.
So off camera, you can't even see us.
I love it. And it's true.
Oh,
To the point that after 5 minutes, we're like, "What subject are we even
wait,
on?"
yeah, wait. What article were we talking about?
What?
Oh God! Oh,
Wait,
God,
we're
look at the
live.
monitor.
We're live. Shit.
Right?
Yeah. It's a good
That's
thing this
happened
show
once or
isn't
twice.
sponsored.
Right. Yeah. Sponsored by Adderall to keep us on track.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
Does that mean we have ADHD then, if that's the case? If it actually keeps us on track versus like, hey guys, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Right.
Dude, I feel like you need ADHD as a streamer, though.
Wouldn't it be something to be sponsored by Big Pharma? Like, what the fuck?
Dude, you know what?
No,
To sell out
we're
like
not
that,
corporate shills.
to sell out like that, to get those big bucks.
No, but I'm just saying, like, to have like Big Pharma come in and go, listen, you guys are so fucked up. We're gonna provide your medication.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I mean, look, I'll take
right.
half and I'll sell half.
Ooh, entrepreneur, are we?
Yeah, hell yeah, we are.
Oh yeah, we're doing it.
So, Bren, you want to talk about what we're talking about?
Sure, it's gonna be. I want to say a shorter show, but these are pretty juicy stories that we got here.
And the last one's a big topic. So,
The big one's a huge story. It's been. I'm sure you've seen it pop all over social medias and stuff. People have been happy about it. But we have, of course, since we're coming up to the end of the month, Sony has released their December PlayStation Plus free games of the month.
little early.
It is a little early, but it's also a holiday week.
Yeah.
Well,
Listen,
there's
Black Friday, bro. They have to get ready for Black Friday.
I was about to
And there's-
say, yeah.
two things. One, they drop on Tuesdays or Wednesdays normally.
Tuesdays.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
So then they're good. I was gonna say if it's Wednesdays, they drop on the 1st of the month. So, but with it being
Yeah.
Tuesdays, it's the 7th. So we're good.
Yeah.
And there's
Kind
another
of
reason.
sucks. You gotta. Well, I mean, it's not really all that bad.
There's another thing that we're gonna talk about. Or when we talk about that, there's another thing I'm gonna bring up too.
Oh,
But-
okay.
Go ahead.
Next story is Epic Games has acquired an interesting studio.
Yeah.
I'm interested in seeing what they do with it. Stay tuned to
Yeah.
find out.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Find out.
Sony, I guess, is finally going to start doing. I mean, I guess I kind of understand why it took them so long
I
to do this.
I don't.
Bro, they're more worried about the console numbers.
Bro, they've been smashing console numbers according to them.
But
Right,
yeah, so somebody has gotten their hands on Sony's patent for their own official faceplates.
yes.
And then, of course, as we discussed, the big thing that you've seen all over the various social medias, we have the Game Awards 2021.
Yes, we'll be going over nominations and giving our picks for them.
Hell yeah.
So
stay tuned to watch us not get to half these stories till about an hour and a half into the show.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I will
And then
say
we're
this though. I just found news out as we're going. It's not like breaking news. It came out earlier this morning, but Halo Infinite is getting shit on hard right now.
Oh yeah.
Its battle pass is weak. Like it's you earn like 50 experience per game, and you have to have like 1,000 experience to move up.
Yeah, I heard. Who was it? Street Owner said challenges are how you have to level up.
Yeah, and apparently 343 is actually saying feedback is being heard loud and clear. And I'm like, yeah, because everybody's fucking talking about it.
Right.
Yeah.
I know that means nothing to you, you know, Sony ponies.
Yeah.
You PS5ers.
Ooh.
Listen,
Let
bro.
me get there.
I fired up Ghost of Tsushima on the PS5 last night for a couple minutes, and bro,
Yes. Yes.
Looks even better.
dude.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Dude.
I can't wait to see Death Stranding.
Dude.
Dead.
So before we jump into that, talking about it, Jay, what have you been up to, bud?
So I've been smashing Infinite. That's why I had to bring up that story, is because
Smashing that Infinite cheeks.
I'm loving Halo Infinite. It brings me back to the good old Halo 2, Halo 3 days.
Nice.
Can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
We've reached a generational gap in Halo that apparently
I saw that.
some kid went online and was wondering why some guy kept crouching over his head after he killed him.
He said twerking. He's like, why did you keep twerking on me? And I'm like, oh, son, let me tell you. Tell you about the old days.
We have reached a generational gap that does not know what teabagging is.
You figured they would. I mean, teabagging is a staple of games. It's the reason why we're called misogynist.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But I'll let Jay go. I found that hilarious.
If you teabag a female Spartan, is it worse?
That's a good question.
And all those answered never.
So, what else you been doing, Jay?
Okay, so besides for Halo, we started Yellowstone.
Okay.
Kevin Costner.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, Kevin Costner's a shit person, but a great actor.
That's on Paramount, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we actually jailbroke my TV. Well, I wouldn't say jailbroke it.
Whoa. Hey.
What?
As your legal counsel, I'm going to advise you to stop right there.
Okay, we didn't jailbreak it. We downloaded an app. I'm not going to say what it is.
Okay.
My Alexa's not in the room, so I think we're safe.
Baby
turned on downstairs.
Is listening. Yeah.
It just turned on downstairs.
You motherfucker.
Street owner. I plead the fifth.
I
can neither confirm nor deny those allegations.
Yellowstone's a really fucking, I don't know, dark show.
Yeah.
It's not like picture perfect, everything's fine and dandy type show. It's like we're like 3 episodes in and I'm like, oh, this generational trauma for this family.
Yeah, right.
Hydrate, gentlemen.
I am.
Up.
I need to hydrate after my Guts tried to kill me today.
Uh,
Oh yeah, I had food poisoning today. That's about it.
Jay's chugging on that Pedialyte.
What
No,
I think,
it's Powerade.
what I think is hilarious is he's like, I got food poisoning. Taco Bell helps it. Like,
You know what? It actually did. It didn't.
I
work.
know.
Well, I mean, it made it better in the way that like it's. I'm not gonna go into too much graphic detail, but it didn't go. Yeah, it didn't clear me out, and it did. I mean, it filled me up and gave me some energy for a nap. No more poison.
Well,
It's the quick release.
have you seen
switch.
all the ads on YouTube? You are probably filled with about 50 pounds of toxic poo right now.
Somebody
Just
play
50?
the brown note. Somebody play the brown note.
I'm toxic altogether.
I know.
Shit,
You
son.
need to get that out. That's why you're unhealthy. You got too much toxic poo in you.
That's exactly it. It's the poo.
That's funny.
It's the poo.
So, have you watched any more Dexter?
We
This
finished
season?
Dexter, and we actually started watching New Blood, and I think it's coming out like weekly, so we have to wait for episodes. So we're pretty much caught up on it, thanks to the not
App on-
illegal streaming service on.
The app on your TV.
Yeah, it's an app on my TV.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen. If the
hey,
TV manufacturer puts the app on your computer, is it your fault?
Let me tell you, I'm a little disappointed in the app because we were looking at TV shows and Maury was on there, and I'm a sucker for trash TV. Love it.
Oh my god, yeah.
And
You are not the father.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, it has like every single episode, and we try to go to find a stream link to watch it, and it's like, yeah, no, you're not. No, there's no episodes for you to watch. I'm like, I'm trying to watch how this shit started from the beginning. I want to see 25 years of trash.
All 25.
It's a guilty pleasure, like Judge Judy, fucking. It's like I think it's when you faked sick, and you got to stay home, and you're like, I'm just gonna watch daytime TV.
Yeah, you got Judge Judy. Remember Montel Williams?
Oh, Montel, yeah.
Who's that other woman? Ricky
Lake.
Yeah, Ricky Lake.
Judge Joe Brown.
Joe Brown.
I love Judge Joe Brown. That mustache.
Okay, well, you gotta realize this. We on like our classic rock radio station WDVE. We they do a Judge Jimbo Browntown.
Oh,
yeah. Oh my god, dude. It is
to everything. Like this response is, sit your ass down, motherfucker.
Yeah. You
Like,
better
they-
sit your ass down before I find you in contempt.
So like, they do the all rise. He walks in, sit your ass down, motherfucker. What's up, Jesse? How you doing, buddy? But yeah. So anytime I hear Judge Jim Brown, that's what I think of. So Bren, how about you? What have you been up to, bud?
So I actually haven't been able to play much this week for the past week. Been pretty busy with other things. If you saw on Facebook and Twitter,
I seen him peel off his ear for a second. I thought he was listening to see where his wife was so that he could tell us something that she can't know.
Oh no, she's not even here.
He's like, I'm in the clear. I'm good.
I did get to play First Soldier.
Oh, nice.
On the mobile. I didn't get the pair to. Jay was right, man. That game needs a controller. One guy on Facebook even said he used a controller and he mirrored his phone to his TV.
Ooh,
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be the way to fucking play.
Yeah.
Or if you're like for my daughter's Chromebook for school last year, we had to get her the HDMI to USB-C for her school laptop.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could plug that. I know I can plug it into my phone to a TV and then kind of use my phone as a remote control for like Netflix.
Okay.
It gives you this weird like screen swipe to rewind and fast forward and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But if you saw on Facebook and Twitter, my wife gave me some early Christmas presents. The director's cut for Ghost of Tsushima and Death Stranding.
Nice.
I cannot wait. Oh my god, dude. I accidentally loaded up after I booted up on the PS5. And I'm gonna tell you, like I told you, Rob, the biggest thing that I loved with this little improvement, I did not have to go to the PS4 version, manually upload my save data. Neo, that's the other game I had to do it to.
Okay.
I had to pop in Neo 1 and 2, upload both save datas, and then pop in the PS5 version, wait for it to all copy, download, patch itself, and all that. Then I could go in and do that. Ghost didn't even have to put in the PS4 version.
Nope,
right into the 5. It never even had to download. It's just, well, it did, but I had to choose which files I wanted to download for it.
Right.
But I accidentally booted up my New Game Plus from the that prologue.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Watching the individual grass movements with the shadowing that's created from the torches, the lighting, the moonlight coming in off the water and the grass.
So
the armor. Oh my god, dude. I cannot wait.
For those of you that don't know,
Street, I'm intrigued.
What? Using the PS5.
I picked one up.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, dude, Ghosts is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
PS5.
Oh, they were using the controller.
I wonder if it has the haptic feedback.
Oh, dude, that would be awesome, but I doubt it. Dude, Ghosts. So, like, one of the first things that I noticed, riding the horse, the haptic feedback in it is amazing because, like, the rumble is different whenever you're running on grass than it is when you're running on the trail, than it is when you're running through the woods, like through mud and stuff. Like, it just feels completely different.
Look, I already want Ghost of Tsushima, and I can't play it. I need to buy it. And then you guys are talking about this super high, awesome, upgraded version. It hurt my feelings.
Although, Rob, you have to send the clip to Jay too.
Oh yeah.
So Rob tried fighting a bear hand to hand in Ghost, and the bear just lunged him, grabbed him, shook him around, and tossed him right off of a cliff.
Oh God.
So like I don't know if I thought the game might have been glitching. I'm riding a horse and I turn around and I go to shoot him with the bow, and it doesn't do any damage. Try it again, doesn't do any damage. Try it again, doesn't do any damage. I'm like, screw it, I'll jump off the horse and just slice his ass up. So I jump off the horse and I turn around and I go to slice him and I miss, and he just grabs me, shakes me around a little bit, and throws me off a cliff.
That's great.
I'm just like, God
we need to see that. Pixar didn't happen.
Video or it didn't happen.
It's a video.
It is such a funny video.
Actually, I might be able to do,
because it was funny. Like the crosshairs for the bow weren't moving fast enough to keep up with the bear.
Well, that was because I wasn't used to because the feel of it's different on the 5 than it is from the 4. I don't know if there's
you have the haptic shit happening now.
Street, I get you for that, but I like trying to free climb in these games. I mean, I kind of get it because you can't really just grab any portion of a rock. But yeah, just hitting, not even being able to attempt to climb, it kind of breaks a little from the immersion of it being an open world game.
Oh, I can't download it.
No.
Like, it won't let me download it from.
So
I was trying to download it from the phone, but yeah.
Other than those two, actually, I didn't even get to boot up Death Stranding yet. I did get to roll story credits on Monster Hunter.
Nice.
Iceborne. I finished World. Iceborne was what I still needed to finish.
Right.
Dude, some of them armor sets are sick. and I want to go back and get the rest of the parts to get those armor pieces.
Right.
That's a fun game that I miss playing.
So Jesse, I actually got it through Sony, so I paid MSRP for it.
Yeah.
I got lucky.
So did you get the bonus points for getting the Sony credit card?
Mm-hmm.
I know that was a big thing they were trying to push credit sales.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
So
what it is.
What can you use the points for?
I don't know.
Or is it a cash back thing?
I don't know. I haven't looked into it.
Oh.
He's like, it says Sony, I'll take it.
No,
Yeah.
well, I was like, hey, I can get a Sony credit card. Oh, hey, I got approved for the Sony invitation for the PlayStation. I'm going to sign up for the Sony credit card. Oh, hey, look, I got approved for the Sony credit card. Oh, hey, look. Yes. Street, yes, I do use Xbox Ultimate Game Pass, and I got a problem with it. And I'm going to talk about it when I talk about my
when it's my turn.
I just have regular
Yeah.
Pass.
What else? No. Oh, funny story. While I'm looking at the Call of Duty books on the shelf. So I'm trying to veer my daughter away from Call of Duty. I don't want her to get all wrapped up in what is just a rehashed game every time they release one.
And what could be a toxic community.
Yeah, and she's really good at Pokemon Unite.
Ooh.
Every ranked match she does, she usually ends up in the top 3.
Nice.
Now, granted, she's not in like the diamond tier stuff yet with the other players.
Right.
That's a good
So
deal,
I've been hiding Cold War, so she can't play it. So what does she do? The one time that I don't want her to look on the row of steelbooks, because I have Black Ops 2, 4, Modern Warfare, and World War II all on shelf. She never looks on the steelbooks to put my games away, and I freaked out about it because she puts them face up.
Ooh.
Yeah, she puts the disc side down on the stand.
Ooh.
And I'm like, the fucking steelbooks are right there. They're next to the TV.
Just put it back
They're
in.
They're in alphabetical order. Just put it away.
I'm sorry.
To circumvent her not being allowed. To circumvent my system of her not being allowed to play Call of Duty, she actually looks on the shelf for Call of Duty, grabs Modern Warfare, and plays it.
God damn it.
Yeah.
So she's like us. She's a real gamer.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I wanted to laugh because she's like, Dad, I was playing Warzone and I was quite surprised with how good I was doing at it, considering I never played it before. I was like, little secret, honey, Modern Warfare plays no fucking different than Cold War.
Yeah.
It's literally been the same game for the last 8 years.
Right.
Guess what? If you master Cold War, you got Modern Warfare right in the bag.
Yeah, especially since all the weapons are the same.
Yeah.
I just seen something that like Call of Duty's like really Vanguard is $40 for all edition or for all consoles right now at Walmart.
Still not worried about it.
Because everybody's boycotting them.
Me neither, but $40 for a PlayStation 5 game is kind of.
No, don't you fucking know.
I'm not buying it, but just saying.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was funny. I was like, that little bitch, the one time she looks on the shelf for a steelbook. And she does it just so she can find a Call of Duty game to play.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I know,
killing me.
But the wife and I, we finally started watching season 11 of what's that Showtime show? The Gallaghers.
Shameless.
Shameless, yeah.
Oh
my God, dude. It. Oh, the wokeness in episode 1. It's so hilarious.
So, I'm not trying to.
Good show. Good show.
I'm not trying to take away from your thunder. So right now, Walmart has a ton of good fucking deals on games.
It's Black Friday.
For $14, they have God of War, Fallen Order, Last of Us 1, Watch Dogs Legions, Squadrons.
Here's the important question, Rob. Are any of them steelbooks?
No. Walmart Steelbooks?
No.
Come on.
No.
Walmart did have a good selection of movie steelbooks for a while, and I don't know what happened. And yeah, Mom, that's right. What it is.
Yeah, the more you tell her no, the more she wants to do it. For $20, they have Spider-Man Game of the Year Edition, Last of Us 2, Valhalla, Village, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, and Crash Bandicoot 4. For $25, Guardians of the Galaxy, Deathloop, which just launched not long ago. Riders Republic, Limited Edition, Back for Blood, Mass Effect Legendary Edition.
Dang.
Monster Hunter Rise.
I have a problem with that, though.
Red Dead 2
You always do.
and 7 Remake. For $26, there's all this year's rehashing of the sports games. But the one that surprised me is they have a
fucking roster update.
Right.
Yeah, right.
They have a bunch of Switch games for $35. Switch games. Like what?
Walmart?
Yeah, that's a hard one to do because Nintendo doesn't do nice with discounts.
They are doing discounted right now, $40 for pretty much all their mainstay series.
What about Breath of the Wild?
$35. $35
Get
at Walmart.
Get the fuck out of here.
Splatoon 2, Xenoblade Chronicles.
Breath of the Wild has been $60 since it launched.
I know. And Mario Brothers Deluxe. Or Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe.
Super Mario Odyssey is $35.23.
Dude, that's dude. If you like get Odyssey. That's a good game. My daughter and I played it.
And then for $40, they have Super Mario Maker 2, Link's Awakening, Modern Warfare, and Black Ops Cold War. So they actually have like some killer deals right now.
All right, yeah.
I don't want plastic cases, bud.
I understand.
Oh, come on.
So, what else you been doing, Brent? After I just got you derailed.
That's fine. Hey, look, man, it's what we do as gamers to help other gamers. Here's the deals, bro.
Right.
We're like Wario Jr. If you know who Wario is on Twitter, that dude drops deals on everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Like, hey, you know this page of indie games that no one's ever heard of? Bam, they're all on sale.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
No, I mean we watched an episode of Shameless last night. Laughably woke. But you know, I enjoy white trash like that, so
Yeah.
You're like, it just gets my juices going.
And my daughter has had me watching The Haunting of show.
Okay.
It's a guy nicknamed Prozac.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys ever heard of him.
I've seen the show.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I can kind of see how some of that stuff could look staged.
Yeah.
But I also kind of believe that stuff.
Let's go, Ghost. Let's fight.
Well, I think it's funny, like they were at a theater hall where he premiered his first movie because it's haunted.
Yeah.
And his whole team did one night in there and they were all separated. He sat down in this movie theater seat and he's like, hey, I heard this was your favorite seat. If you don't want me sitting here, just let me know. Like, reach out to me. And then like he jumped because he felt something grab his shoulder, and then like a door like slammed as hard as it could. And he's like, all right, I'm moving.
Next seat good?
Yeah, right.
Here's my popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, put it on the lap. That's the old trick.
That's the old trick.
This isn't a scary movie, Jay. Okay.
Get that. Yeah.
Scary
Get
movie
that
7.
Ghost BJ.
Ghost job.
No, ghost job.
Job.
That sounds dirty.
It's a GH instead of a BH.
Hey.
That sounds so dirty.
So dirty.
Go beyond
But no, I mean
CJ.
other than I've been enjoying Nick Rakita on YouTube. Mainly because like there's so many different viewpoints on the stuff he covers.
Yeah.
He has a whole panel that he brings in there, and it's everyone from different fields. So
Nice.
but yeah, it's easy because Rakita I can just listen to while I'm working and stuff
Yeah.
and keep up to date on,
Especially
try to
when he
keep
does
up to
the
date on
morning
what's going on with the
streams.
world. Yeah, dude,
Okay.
his last one, it was I think he started at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh man. So all right, Rob, your turn, bud.
So, as you saw earlier, I picked up a PS5. Yeah, so I rolled credits on 7 Intergrade. The game itself is amazing, breathtaking, as usual. The graphic fidelity updates, amazing. Some of the ending to the story I wasn't a fan of. If you know, then you know. I'm not going to spoil it.
Dirge of Cerberus. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh God, it's been like 15 years, but I don't remember.
I know.
We'll have to talk.
We will. We'll talk.
Well, what about? Oh, why can't? Is that Nero? Remember we fought Nero?
Neo.
No, I thought his name was Nero.
Is it Nero?
I thought so.
You talking about at the end of intermission?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really remember him, but that's where someone
I don't
said
remember him either.
Dirge of Cerberus.
I was gonna say I don't really remember him either.
Now I want a copy of that game so I can play it.
Good luck.
Oh, fuck, I don't have a PS2.
I was gonna say I need to get a PS2.
You can try to emulate.
Go. What's up, buddy?
Jethco, what up? Hey man, there was one on Facebook Marketplace for $50.
Ooh. Probably needs a disc drive.
Yeah, right.
That's fine.
How much
can
is a
fix
disc
that.
drive though?
Who knows?
Here's the thing though, Rob and I have taken a couple of them apart, and it's a series of gears
Yeah.
that have to be put back in the right location because there's like millimeters of a difference in the gears.
Yeah. So yeah, I picked up the PS5. I rolled credits on Intergrade. I was playing through my new game plus on Ghost of Tsushima. I played a little bit of Valhalla. I know. Don't give me too much shit for it.
It's funny. It's funny about it though, Jay, is he even admitted it wasn't even really worth it.
I didn't feel like
there
upgraded.
There wasn't that much of an upgrade difference.
Wow.
But leave it to Ubisoft to half-ass something.
Right.
Fair, yeah.
So I also put on Gran Turismo 7, or not 7, Gran Turismo Sport, whatever it is, and it doesn't have a PS5 upgrade. So I wasn't very happy.
Well, no, that's because they're actually working on one for the PS5, aren't they?
It comes out in March.
Because if I remember, I think Mark Cerny recently talked about it.
Well, I was going to pre-order it. So when I got the PlayStation off Sony Direct, you have to order something with it to get free shipping, which I think is bullshit.
Pre-orders don't count.
And the pre-orders don't count. Because at first I was going to do that, or I was going to do the Horizon Zero Dawn.
You lying son of a bitch. I know why you didn't pre-order Gran Turismo.
Why?
You missed the window on it because you were sitting there listening to Cerny talk.
Yeah.
Now, if we think about how the triangles work,
right?
It's like, oh God, Cerny, not the triangles again.
Not the triangles. And he just did another press release talking about the hardware of the PS5 and about how some games weren't backwards compatible because of the way it utilized different software and hardware integrations on the 4 to the 5.
Yeah, it to me it kind of read like he was going to give us that new world response to like the frame rates running away.
Yeah. But he was like, no, we actually had to put limits in there to adjust it and stop it from doing that. So Street, if you're still in here, the issue that I've been having with Games Pass is for Forza Horizon 5, I go to play it and it says I need to log in. Now, I've done all kinds of stuff like log out, log back in. I can play any other game on Games Pass. I've deleted and reinstalled, and it's just not working. I even like logged out of my Microsoft account on the whole computer. And
That's
yeah,
weird.
it just keeps saying you have to be logged in to go any further. And it's like, well, what the fuck? I click on login, and the screen comes up to log in, or I click on enter because you got to press enter to start the game. So I press enter, and it says you got to log in, and then it pops up with the login screen for Microsoft. And I log in, and it says, okay, login successful, and then it goes back to the game, and it says to go any further, you have to be logged in, and it just boots into a cycle that won't come out of. So,
dude, that sucks.
So I tried Horizon 4, and it loaded right in. Every other Games Pass game loads right in. It's just 5. I sent a help ticket out. I haven't heard anything back. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
I've also been building a bunch of shit around the house. We got a new microwave stand. We got a new Tupperware rack. We got a fireplace, one of those electric fireplaces for the living room.
I thought that's what I saw your TV
Yeah.
sitting on.
It's nice. I like it. You know, just a little
Nice.
bit of extra toastiness. You know, turn off all the lights and just have the flames rolling.
The fireless fireplace.
Yeah. But I mean, it does have an electric heater in it, and it works decent, you know, to keep the living room warmish.
Right.
Which is good with the baby in there, you know, because we got this big, as as my dad called it, Rugrats playpen. Because it's literally like 8 foot round. So it's a play yard that like the Rugrats were in.
That's funny.
So yeah, I built a bunch of stuff. We started watching The Wheel of Time. We watched the first episode. It's on Amazon Prime. Amazing show. I really like it. I read the books in middle school. I don't know, a long time ago. But it was really good. We watched something else. I'm trying to remember what it was that we just started. I can't think of it. But yeah, I mean, that's going to bug me now. There was something else I watched.
That's funny.
But no, pretty much just getting ready for the holidays and doing all that fun stuff and playing the 5 a lot. I need to figure out what my next game is going to be.
Whatever game they decide to finally come out with.
So that was like one of my complaints. That there's like 10 PS5 games. And out of those 10, there's like 3 that are exclusive to the 5. And one of them I don't even play. So I'm not a big Souls fan. So Demon Souls did nothing for me.
Yeah.
I beat one of them, Intergrade.
Which apparently ain't that long.
6 hours to do everything.
Yeah, that's really not.
I could have probably have speedrunned it in like 3.5.
Jeez.
There was a lot of stuff that like I did side stuff, and it really explored the map looking for side stuff, you know, looking for lore. Like, give me more, damn it.
I need stuff. I need to figure out why the fuck this ending is the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure
Well,
Rob's not going to spoil that.
I do have to say, like, I really liked seeing that side of Yuffie. Like the ending whenever everything was going on, and to think, you know, she was only she's a kid. She's like 17 when this is happening. So to see that
Mhm.
and like the way that she is emotionally at the end of it versus how she is whenever you meet her.
Yeah, when you meet her, she's like, "Hi, I'm here to steal your shit."
Well, she's all upbeat and stuff, but I don't think they're going to do that in this game because, and you can see it from the cutscenes and stuff. She works with Avalanche to bring down Shinra. And there's all this other stuff about Avalanche and the splinter cells of Avalanche that I'm not going to give away, but really was an interesting take on it, but makes sense and really interested me for the story.
Right.
The one thing that I fucking love throughout the end scene, there's different characters that start singing the Chocobo theme song.
Oh God.
Like Yuffie sings it at one point because she's riding on the back of a Chocobo. And then I think Tifa, or I think it was Tifa. It might have been Aerith, but one of the two girls, they started humming it.
Are you talking about in remake or intergrade?
Intergrade.
So you actually see them in intergrade
At the end, yeah.
Okay.
Like the last scene. Which
Now,
is they're on their way to Calm.
I was about to say, is this after they get Red 13 and everyone out?
Yeah.
And I kind of called this is how they were going to do it.
Well, we don't
to
know
start.
That yet. We don't know where the game's going to pick up because they never fully make it to Calm. So we don't know how.
Okay, I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now.
So,
okay,
everybody record this. Take it down.
I'm calling it now. Chapter 2 or part 2, however they're going to do it.
Yeah, whatever.
It's going to start. It's going to start with them at Calm. They're going to already be at the little village of Calm.
Okay.
That's how they're going to skirt this whole open world exploration thing.
No, I think it's actually going to open up. Like we're going to be getting off the bridge and maybe getting a bike or something.
Well, no, because that part's over. That's at the very end.
Oh yeah, duh. We still have the bike.
Spoiler alert.
Well, they don't have the bike because the bike like blows up.
Oh.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. The end of 7 remake. Okay. They fight fate and destiny and they conquer that, and then it's like a little portal opens up and they just walk outside of Midgar and they're out in the open world now.
Yeah, instead of they like drive off the edge of the thing, jump over the wall or whatever, and then they got to climb down.
No, they didn't do that. There was like a rope that they.
Yeah.
No, there was a breach in the wall, wasn't there?
No,
they climbed down a rope
because you fight the gun tank, the gun tank, and then at the end of that they're like talking, and then that's when I think you choose who you want to come with you.
Yeah.
Or no, you go down, and then they all like, man, that was some crazy shit. Yeah, it was crazy. And then who do you want to take with you? Because you have too many people following you.
Yeah, Barrett's like, hey, I got this cell phone that we can get a hold of each other with.
Yeah, it's called the PMS.
But I do like, PMS, isn't that something? I do like that, at the very end, Barrett is humming the Chocobo theme song. And I think it's fucking great because he's doing it angrily because he's getting pecked at the head with a Chocobo. Do, 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 do. But yeah, like, I don't know. Because I don't think they're going to skirt it. And the other thing that, like, I'm curious of, Calm is whenever they go into a lot of backstory right off the bat.
For Barrett, yeah.
No, for Tifa and Cloud.
Oh yeah, because they go and they talk about what happened at the reactor.
Yeah, and the original Nibelheim and all that.
Yep. I'm telling you, it's going to open and it's going to start. They're going to already be at Calm.
I could see that. I could see that there'll be a Calm in the hotel room. But from there, they have to travel up to the Chocobo farm and then cross the marsh with the giant snake.
Yeah.
Midgar Slalom, I think is what it was called.
Yeah, and then they got to go through the cave.
Which is where you meet the Turks.
Meet the Turks. and then
And you learn a little bit about materia and how it's made.
yeah,
Well, how it's made naturally in the world.
Yeah.
and then from there you go to where Barrett was from.
No.
Oh no, that was Fort Condor.
No. After that, you go through the cave.
Yeah, because then you go there, and that's when you go to the Golden Saucer.
I was gonna say
You go to Fort Condor. The Gold Saucer is after the boat ride.
Do you go? I was gonna say I thought you.
Because if I remember, you come out of the cave. You go to Fort Condor.
And then you go to Juneau.
Yeah.
You do the soldier mini game, and then you go over and then
Okay, yeah. And then there's the one torn down reactor that you got to go to, because that's where you meet Scarlet for the first time.
Mhm.
And then you go to Juneau and you go sneak onto the ship, and then you go again, end up in Costa del Sol.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then that's when you find out Hojo retires.
Yeah, you meet Hojo, and I think that's when you get. No, you already have the backstory.
That's where you fight the tentacle of Genova.
Yes, Aaron, you are late.
But yeah, so I'm curious to see how far it's going to get in chapter 2. Because I mean,
there's a lot of shit, yeah.
They really expanded part 1.
So it reminded me, hopefully it doesn't happen, but in gaming news, because we are still a news show. Yeah, Diablo 4 and Overwatch 2 have been suspended indefinitely.
Oh no!
Because of all the shit that's going on with them.
I was gonna say, I know it got delayed, but
hey, Diablo 4 makes me upset because I've been waiting for that to come out for like years.
Hey, what happened to Immortal?
I don't know. That's a good question. Right now it's in beta. There's people playing it, but
is it really?
Yeah, the actual version's not out yet.
Nice.
So, talking about news, let's use that as a segue and move on to the news, because we've been at this at an hour and just bullshit.
Yeah, right.
Miss you guys. I know, right? So right off the bat, we're gonna start with something a little easy, a little fast. December's PlayStation Plus games have been revealed.
Dude, I am so hyped about this one.
Sorry. We are getting Godfall Challenger Edition.
Ooh.
PS5 and 4. We're getting Mortal Shell PS4 and Lego DC Supervillains for the PS4.
I love it.
So
dude, I have been debating on buying Godfall since the launch of the PS5.
And this here, the Challenger Edition, is a new edition that hasn't officially been announced until now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Right? But it's just a leak, so I mean he might the guy who did it could be right. But
no, this was it a leak? Okay.
Yeah, it was a leak.
Yeah, it was a leak. Never mind. I thought it was an official announcement.
No, I mean he was right on September, October, and November, but we'll see.
So yeah, the one thing that I was gonna say, that they mentioned here is that PlayStation Plus subscribers have had a decline recently. And I mean, in all honesty, they did have a couple of pretty shit months.
Yeah.
Where we didn't really get anything good.
Yeah.
But now we got a pretty. This is like a pretty solid lineup. I'm happy with this lineup if this is what it is.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! I mean, it's got everything you would think.
Tyler, what's up, buddy?
What's up, bud? It's got Godfall,
yo, what up, man?
Mortal Shell, and then it's got a cave that you can play with your kids.
Right.
So Mortal Shell is it's a very, very Souls-like game. Yeah. It is a lot more hardcore, survival-wise. But it's that game that we were looking at, Rob, where you could take over a body.
Right.
But you don't just take over any bodies. There are bodies that you have to find. One is tanky, one is quick, one is more magic based.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
but
each body had like different characteristics and shit like that.
low health but high stamina, high health, low stamina, or something in between.
And now you tell us, Tyler? Now you tell us?
A cheesecake?
Well, he's got to make the cheesecake, but he didn't share any of the apple pie?
I mean,
Hmm.
he can have the apple pie. I just want the cheesecake.
Apple pie moonshine, bud.
I know. I don't drink moonshine
Why not?
because I like living.
Yeah, it's overrated.
I don't want to suffer.
It's overrated. 4-day weekend, hell yeah.
That's awesome.
I still gotta go in Friday.
I'm off Friday, but I work tomorrow. I'm
Yeah,
off Friday, Saturday. I'll be back Sunday.
Yeah, but
I have to go in Friday too.
So, let us know if you guys are excited for the PS Plus games of the month. Let us know what you think. Moving on a little bit. Epic has acquired rock band and dance central creator Harmonix.
This was interesting because Rock Band was a huge party game.
Oh yeah.
And then it all just tanked off.
Which
we gotta hydrate.
I gotta say, from the screenshot that we got on this article, somebody's vocals suck.
You're a little off key, bud. It's a little off key.
Yeah.
Everybody else is doing good. That's the only one that's sucking.
Thanks for the lurk, Street Owner. We appreciate it.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Thanks for the lurk, bud. That's what we're trying to wonder about, Tyler. We literally just got. I mean, as you see, we just got to the article.
It's
so they say they okay, never mind. I read that weird, but they said in a statement that they will work with Epic to create musical journeys and gameplay for Fortnite.
Okay.
It also said that it will continue. They also said, I don't know why it. Harmonix has said that they will continue to support existing titles, including Rock Band 4 and Fuser. Which, Brent, if you remember, Fuser was at PAX whenever we were there. That was the DJ game.
Okay. Yeah.
And that all its games will remain available on Steam and consoles.
Dude, nice. I kind of miss playing the drums on Rock Band.
I know, right?
That was pretty fun.
Let's get some Metallica, like Injustice for All. Gotta get the double bass for that.
Oh, dude, I don't know if my shoulder could do that again.
Oh, we're gonna make it,
dude. Like, I know that they had like online play. Like, can you imagine us streaming that? Us playing Rock Band?
We'd get our stream muted.
Well, I think it's funny. There are Facebook streamers. There are Facebook streamers that do mods of Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
And it is the most insane shit I've ever seen.
Do you remember? I can't remember what the game was called, but we had one that you used the keyboard on computer and you used the F1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 buttons.
Yeah. It was some knockoff version.
Keys on Fire or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was interesting.
So much fun though. We broke so many drum sets.
Yeah, shit, the green snapped again.
Yeah.
Sitting there duct taping it back up so you can finish the run.
Yeah, right.
Put a little stick underneath of it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of excited for this. It'll be interesting to see if we get, some next gen music games. I don't know. I do.
Oh.
Up next is one that Jay has no interest in.
I wouldn't say that.
So, a Sony patent has recently come to light that official faceplates could be on the way. The patent, which was filed in November 2020, was finally granted on November 16th, 2021, and is simply titled Covers for Electronic Device. But its provided diagrams show a PS5 faceplate. The patent is described as an ornamental design for a cover for an electronic device. So it could be anything, really. We're getting faceplates for TVs.
Dude, I'm modding the hell out of it.
Right.
I'm seeing what kind of crazy thing I can do with it.
So yeah, with D brand coming out with their shit and saying, hey, we're gonna make these, and then getting taken down, and then making new ones.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey. And yeah, like now they're on pre-order, and they have like the cutouts for the fan, and I want to pre-order it. I really do. We looked on it. We looked at them last week, and I was like, oh, I kind of want one of these.
If I buy any of those from D brand, it will be the center black piece cover to make it matte. Because once again, they put that stupid glossy black plastic on there that every finger, if your finger even rubs over it, it will leave lines in it.
Yeah.
It just gets close to it. It's like, what the fuck? I didn't touch it. How's my fingerprint there?
Yeah.
I just looked at it.
Alcohol wipe, clean it up,
there.
Put that matte cover on it, and I don't have to worry about it ever again.
Dude, I kind of like the fucking PS5 gray or the PS1 gray.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a staple, dude. It's a classic.
Like that. I want it. I want it.
Do it. Do it, you pussy.
I should.
What?
I really should.
What? No, okay.
Right. I really should. I really, really should. So
go ahead. Tell your wife you're spending more money.
Yeah.
I know, right?
That's okay. He's got that Sony credit card.
Yeah, but this is D brand. It's not Sony.
It'll still work.
Yeah, but I get extra points.
Oh,
dude!
It is all about them points, man.
So we'll order the D brand ones and the Sony ones if they come out, and then we can compare them. Huh?
I like it.
Look at that Saturday night throwing out Jay like that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You know what? Here, watch this. Bam.
I don't know why you did, but I appreciate it.
Because you're a beautiful person.
Breathtaking.
It's fine. I'll just have to buy me some stuff.
That's how it goes. That's how it goes. I understand it well.
Yep.
So the last thing on our list, and this is the one that I think is going to be time consuming. We have all the nominations here for the 2021 Game of the Year. Well,
we do. Okay, so everybody grab your snacks. Okay,
Yeah.
grab your snacks, grab your drinks.
grab a pen and paper. So
Come hang out with us. Come hang out with us because we're going to be here for a little bit.
Yeah, right. So cozy on up.
For a ginger.
All right, so we'll start
go.
off.
There we go. Hydrate.
Oh yeah. All right, so we'll start off. Game of the Year. And what Game of the Year is it recognizes a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. This is like the number one, numero uno, big honcho takeaway. So we have Deathloop, It Takes Two, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and Resident Evil Village. Those are the 6 nominations.
My God. Sorry, I could hear the dogs like just dragging her bone across the floors upstairs.
Oh, I thought maybe you're having flashbacks to Neil Cuckman winning.
Neil Cuckman, dude! Oh my God!
All of it last year.
Yeah, at some point, everybody's like, "How the hell did The Last of Us 2 make an indie list?"
Right?
Can anybody explain like how Neil Cuckman made 3/4 of the list? Anyways,
did he like hack us? Like, what's going on here?
Right.
Yeah. Putting himself on lists that don't even exist.
Now, I kind of have a problem with some of these, and it's a weird problem to have, I think, but this is how I feel. So for me, out of these 6, Resident Evil Village is the one that gets my vote. Other
Dude.
than Deathloop, though, It Takes Two I haven't played, so I'm not sure on that. The other ones, like, it doesn't redefine anything.
Metroid Dread
Plays just like every other Metroid.
No, there's 2 different types of Metroid. There's the 3D Metroid, and then there's the 2D Metroid. And this is the first Metroid game in how long?
I understand that, but it still feels, which is great. It feels like an older Metroid game. It feels like coming home. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm also saying I don't know. It had a good story.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a new IP.
Oh, I'm not saying it has to be a new IP. That's Village. That's why Village gets my vote. But Village just feels so much better and different than any of the other ones.
Dude, Village gets it because of Thick Mama. All right.
Oh, but Ethan, I'll crush you under the weight of this.
Do it,
Mama.
Do it.
You guys kill me.
Ratchet and Clank. I mean, again, that felt like an old Ratchet and Clank game. Not that it's a bad thing, but I feel like Game of the Year should innovate. I feel like it should bring something more. I don't know. Maybe that's just how I feel. Jay, what's your vote on this?
I'd have to go Village.
So it's a sweep for the Village.
Yep. All right. It Takes Two. I looked at it. We talked about it briefly. It came out back in March.
It's on Games Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to play the video because I'm trying to stay focused on this.
That's something new.
Try to stay on focus. Yeah. Oh, dude, it's been crazy at work.
I feel that.
Yeah. Deathloop. I thought about it. I thought about getting it.
I really like Deathloop in the fact of the way that it plays and the way that the story plays, and it's kind of like a roguelite, but it's kind of not. I really think that there, and that gets so. Well, I'll talk in a minute. But yeah, that yeah. So
okay, so next one is
hold on.
Best.
Because Saturnight says that Village gets his too. So Village sweeps across the board. Let us know if those are your games of the year.
Tyler, what's your vote on it? What's your vote? We're not going to ask Sarah because,
well, not only that,
she could care less.
Do you think that there's a game that should be on here that isn't on here?
He says I don't have one. Wait till next year, bro, when that Elden Ring comes out.
Right.
So hyped about that. I want to say Ghost of Tsushima was last year.
Yeah. Because that was my vote for last year.
Yeah. Neil Cuckman ruined that one too. No, I think it won.
Yeah, I think it did too.
Ratchet and Clank. I mean, if you play one Ratchet and Clank, don't you kind of play them all?
Right.
I mean, it's your classic platformer PlayStation game.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, they're good games. I've been playing every now and again. I'll play the Ratchet and Clank that came out on the PlayStation collection, PS Plus collection, which Rob, you should now have access to.
I do.
For it being an early PS4 game, it's still pretty fun. Psychonauts. I've always seen them over the years. It never really grabbed me to play it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. there's another game that I cannot remember what it was, but we talked about it. It was part of one of the PlayStation States of Play, where I think it might have been an indie game. Where like you had to do the running thing, and like you had to take like a different route than you normally do. I think it was on the same one that Ori and the Will of the Wisps was on. I think
it wasn't. It's not Returnal.
I like Returnal.
I haven't played Returnal. A buddy of mine at work has it. He put it down to play Ghost of Tsushima, and he just hasn't felt the need to pick it up and play it again.
Fair. Why is Oh my god! And it's good. Whenever I see the name, I'm gonna be, oh yeah, that was it.
All right. So we'll go back to that.
Yeah.
So the next one is Best Game Direction, and it is awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Now, Deathloop has made that list too.
Yes.
It Takes Two, Returnal, Psychonauts, and Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. So they just took 2 games off of the Game of the Year list. That's all they did.
3.
Well, they added Returnal too.
And 4, actually.
Yeah.
Returnal.
So yeah, 4 out of the 5 are on the Game of the Year, and then they just added Returnal to it.
Yeah. Returnal, I can see. That was one of the things my buddy at work was telling me about. Is it is very interesting traversing that game and having to die just so you can open up another path.
Right. Yeah, Returnal and Deathloop, those are hand in hand for me for this one.
Yeah. But I have to give the slight edge to Returnal then. I feel that that's a fair shake at the list. I've never played any of them, but I have watched extensive videos on them.
Right. Kena, Bridge of Spirits.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get what you're talking about now. You think that belongs on the Game of the Year?
I don't know about Game of the Year, but I think it should be on Best Narrative.
Okay.
Because I think it played different.
I mean, it is in Best Art Direction.
It is. I know. That's why I was like, oh, that's it. There it is. I know as soon as I seen the name, I would know it. Or Best Game Direction, not Best Narrative. So the next one is Best Narrative. Well, Jay, did you have a take on Best Game Direction?
No, I didn't really.
Best Narrative: Deathloop, It Takes Two, Life is Strange, which we know is a strange game, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, and Psychonauts 2.
That's the other game I was going to pick up over the weekend.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, because Best Buy has it $30 off for the Cosmic Edition.
I was going to say it's on sale right now. I've seen multiple deals for it.
I'm looking at an ad right now that says 35% off right now.
Yeah. That's the standard edition game. I think if you click on it, I got that email earlier from Square Enix, and it linked me directly to the PlayStation app.
Oh, nice.
But no, the Cosmic Edition, you get the game, the Steelbook, and big shocker, skin packs for everybody.
Yeah, right. Go figure.
Right.
But of course, the Best Buy app said it was in stock. I get to the store, can't talk to anybody. They didn't have anybody to walk over and help me. I looked on the shelf. I didn't find it. I got annoyed and left.
Yeah.
And Tyler, you missed that last week. We extensively went over the trailer.
Yeah. So for this Best Narrative, I have to give it to Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. I haven't played it, but I've watched, like you said before, I watched a bunch of videos on it, and this plays way better than Marvel's Avengers played. So I like this.
I might have to duck out. This food poisoning's hurt.
All right.
I'm back.
Okay, buddy. um,
For narrative, see, that's a hard one. Life is Strange is not a gameplay game.
it's very storytelling.
It is a storytelling narrative game. For that, but I don't know the Life is Strange story.
Even though you
I
have the
know.
collector's edition.
I sold it, bro.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
We haven't.
Where did he go? Jay is coming down with food poisoning, and he didn't want a projectile on screen.
Yeah.
Because I was watching him and I was hearing burps and stuff, and I'm like, oh crap.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh god. No blowing chunks.
So yeah, I'm gonna give it to Marvels. What are you going for?
It's interesting because Deathloop does have an interesting story of being stuck somewhere, getting so far, just to turn around and be betrayed, shot by someone, whoever this mysterious girl is that he's on the phone with.
Getting over it. Because he's had it all day.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I don't know anything about the It Takes Two story. I guess, yeah. I'm gonna have to go with Marvel on this one too.
Alrighty. So let us know what you guys think for best.
Yeah, shout them out in the comments. Or if you're listening to the audio,
join our socials and let us know on
join our socials and talk to us about it there. Even if it is a game you have played that we haven't, give us your take on it and we can reevaluate our list.
And links are in the description. So Battlefield 2042's launch was shaky. I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be, but it did have some issues. With that being said, I'm enjoying it still. Best art direction, which is outstanding creative and or technical achievements in artistic design and animation. We have Deathloop, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and The Artful Escape.
Dude, hold on one second.
This is a tough one here. Because all of them are beautiful looking games.
Yeah. Deathloop is this year's The Last of Us 2. It is on every major list or nomination.
Yeah, I think it deserves to be there, though.
I mean, can you really say that even though you haven't played it?
I mean, I've watched a bunch of it.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think that it deserves. It deserves it.
If they put that much into it, that it does deserve to be there. Okay.
So yeah, for best art direction, yeah, that's tough. I don't have a clue of who's going to win that one. Because they're all beautiful in different ways. Like Ratchet and Clank, it's a good looking game, and the way that they use like the ray tracing and all that is amazing in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Psychonauts, it's a different style of art, but I like it.
That's what I was gonna say about Kena.
Kena is almost like Disney style of animation.
Yeah.
And I kind of like to see that in a game. Now, I've talked to a bunch of people that played Kena, and it plays weird. So that's why I think it didn't get nominated for other things. And then Deathloop is almost like your cell shaded comic book style art.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Deathloop had kind of almost to me like a Borderlands cell shading color.
Exactly.
I would have, just from the videos that I've watched, I'll have to go Ratchet and Clank.
That's where I was leaning towards too.
And it's probably more of a, because it's a Sony studio thing, and they were really able to capitalize from the very beginning of the development on the game, the technology that was going into the PS5.
Yeah. Oh, Jay's back. Hey,
And he's back. How you doing, bud?
Pain.
Well,
so we just got to best art direction.
Nice.
But if you're in pain, bud, you don't have to stick around.
Yeah, I might have to call it because it's hurting now.
All right, man. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, go handle business, bud. Let us know how you're feeling later.
All right, love you guys.
Bye, buddy.
Bye, bud.
Oh,
he's crazy for coming back in.
I know, right? I would have just came into chat and be like, yeah, I'm not coming back. So yeah, I think Ratchet and Clank overall visually should win that.
Yeah.
But it's going to be close, and I think it's anyone's running that.
Yeah. So the next one we have is best score in music, and that is for outstanding music, inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. Interesting ones in this one. We have Cyberpunk 2077, Deathloop, Near Replicant, Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy, and The Artful Escape.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk was very interesting in the
dude. Yeah, like Saturday Night just said.
Yeah,
Cyberpunk hands down, and here's why for me. Johnny fucking Silverhand.
Keanu Reeves.
Regardless if it's Keanu Reeves or not, they have their own metal band in it. They created their own band and then actually wrote songs for them. And they recorded actual music for this fake band for them. Best score music right there. I mean, you put that much into it. Deathloop had some good tracks to it. I haven't played Nier, so I can't say on that.
So Near Replicant is going to be more of your fantasy
orchestral style music.
Yeah. But it also has that post-apocalyptic feel to a lot of its music, which I kind of get down with that stuff.
Oh, I mean, yeah, as long as it fits the narrative, then yeah.
And Marvel's Guardians, they've always done well. The MCU Guardians
licensed soundtracks,
licensed classic music that your parents, probably your grandparents, were listening to.
I mean, look at Star-Lord. No, look at Star-Lord and all the 80s music that he listens to. You know what I mean? If it's the aesthetic, but I feel like it's a cop-out. And the Artful Escape, I don't know anything about.
So the MCU Guardians, they use that. I am going to be picking up the Guardians game. I just gotta put my hands on one at a Best Buy store, set it for pickup or whatever, and then because I've been waiting to play that. That's going to be an interesting one that me and my daughter can sit down and play.
Hell yeah!
But yeah, I'm with you. Cyberpunk. For as much as they got wrong on that game, the music was one thing they did right.
Yeah.
So just stay in your car or on the bike and stay on the road and enjoy the music.
But don't go too fast because you might not load in.
Oh my God.
Although, like I said, I didn't have any problems with that, but I was also playing on Stadia, which was a PC version of it, basically.
Yeah.
But talking about that right now, Target has on sale Cyberpunk for last gen because it doesn't have the next gen upgrade yet. Like they haven't come up with next gen versions of the game yet. Go figure. But they have it for $10, and that will include the next gen upgrade. So if you haven't picked up Cyberpunk yet, for $10, the cost of entry is pretty low. Just give it a try. That's what I'm saying.
And I'll have to pop it in or look up patch notes to see if they have done anything recently.
Yeah, like I said, I thought about picking it up for console just to see how it plays versus how it played on PC.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for $10, it's $10, So the next one is going to be hard as hell too.
Best audio design.
Best audio design, which is recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. You have Deathloop, a shooter. Forza Horizon 5, a racing game. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, a futuristic fantasy, lighthearted fantasy. Resident Evil Village, a horror. And then you have Returnal, which is kind of a horror too. So those two can kind of be compared. But the rest of these are so out there. Yeah, Deathloop's a shooter.
Here's the thing.
Other things that go with it.
When you're trying to really gauge, for me personally, when trying to gauge in-game audios and sounds, a Deathloop being a shooter, chaotic, hectic, you have a lot going on around you. It's really hard to how should I say,
focus on one thing, one sound.
Focus on the clarity and how accurate they actually are, because now everybody's implementing this 3D audio stuff.
Right.
So with everything going on, okay, I hear them kind of behind me on the left. How accurate is it? It's hard to do that with those shooters.
Well, for me though, that might be part of it depending on what kind of game I'm playing. But for a shooter, it's like, how accurate does a gun firing sound? How immersive is the environment noise? Because you're running through buildings and breaking glass and knocking shit over, so does that sound immersive? The footsteps, do they change from like a carpeted room to a hardwood floor to being outside? Just little stuff like that is how I would gauge this category.
Yeah.
But like I said, my big thing for these is you have, granted, Returnal, Village, and Deathloop are all shooters. But Returnal and Village have more of a horror feel to them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they have a big horror feel.
They, especially Lady D walking around in her castle in Village.
Well,
you always hear her footsteps, but you can always tell the distinction of which side. Is she upstairs or downstairs? Because they actually did add that distinction of stone versus hardwood floor walking.
Right.
Going up steps, coming down, little things like that.
And the other thing with Village 2, like the addition of 3D audio, it's like when it was raining. You could hear the rain hitting the roof over here sounded different than the rain in the puddle over here.
Mm-hmm. And the little, like, if you shoot a window out,
yeah,
or if you shoot a hole in a glass, actually, I think it doesn't do just holes. I think it just shatters the whole glass. But you can hear the wind hitting off the curtain and seeing the curtain flow.
Right. But then you jump from that.
Sorry, but Tyler said Horizon 5. I need your take on that, Rob.
Now, see, that's what I was going to say, jumping to Horizon 5. So motor noises in a racing game have always been hard to be accurate. Hands down, this is the best sounding racing game. Maybe not hands down. It's close to Gran Turismo. I kept on saying Need for Speed, and I knew that wasn't right.
Uh,
It definitely gives Gran Turismo a run for its money. Now, the thing with that is Gran Turismo is marketed as a real world driving racing simulator.
yeah.
Forza is a fuck around racing game. Like, you get trophy trucks and you go and do as many flips with them as you can. You get,
Yeah.
Lamborghinis and you drive as fast
And
as you can on street roads and do donuts and shit. But engine noises, like the shifting, whenever you shift and you like rev match and all that, the squealing tires, the distinction between your car and another car that you're racing against, exhaust notes and all that. It's pretty on point. And then you have Rift Apart, Ratchet and Clank, which, you have these phaser guns and you have these different, like, sci-fi. That's the word I should use. Sci-fi sounds.
oh yeah.
And it sounds amazing. Like, it does. So all 5 of these, it's hard to compare them because they're different styles of game, but they all 5 of them hit the mark for best audio design. So it's
Well,
gonna be, this is gonna be even closer than I think the best art direction.
well, I was gonna say with Forza 5, Gran Turismo, we have what, 7's out now, right?
7's the one coming out.
Okay, so 6 is out. 6 hasn't been designed with 3D audio in mind.
I do not think so. Well, it's
Okay.
actually called GT Sport. So there's actually like 10 different Gran Turismo games that have been put out.
Nice.
So they do have a kind of 3D audio, and it's because of the VR stuff.
Okay, yeah, because I forgot that the latest Gran Turismo has
VR.
it was
support.
also implemented for VR.
Now it does have 3D audio. But some people say it's not the best 3D audio. So, and I mean, a lot of people were saying too, it's all right, Jay. Totally understandable, buddy. That was with, and we experienced it too with the old PlayStation 4 headset. That it had the weird app on the phone.
Oh my god, dude. No, it wasn't an app on the phone. It was different levels of the Sony headset had different profiles built in for certain games.
Yeah.
Which it boggled my mind that for the PS3/PS4 Sony Gold headsets, it had the profiles for this set of games.
Right.
But then when they did the Gold headset for the PS4, the mid release one, it had a different list of games for profiles. Right. And then the Platinum had a whole other list of games on it.
Right.
You should not be buying 3 sets of headphones just for that quality audio.
Right. So yeah, that was definitely weird. Best audio design. I'm gonna have to go with Village again.
Yeah, me too. Like I said, it was all the little things.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Is
the rain hitting the stone? It's an old stone castle, so the windows sit halfway in. The rain hitting off of that, plus the wind coming in, hitting the curtains. You can hear it moving the curtains.
And even like like when you're fighting at different bosses or playing with the different bosses, depending on which boss it is, just the sounds like the marionettes. Like you can hear them creaking and moving. I thought that was, huge.
And the clocks on the wall constantly ticking and stuff.
Yeah, I think that there was just a lot that went into it. But like I said, it's so hard for this category because they're all different styles of games.
Yeah, that is a hard one to do. Like action, racing, platformer, horror survival,
roguelike
returnal,
horror.
yeah, roguelike horror. They
Yeah.
all have their own art styles. It's going to be a hard one to pick, in my opinion.
So, best performance, which is awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, or performance capture. We have Erica Mori for Life is Strange. We have, and I always screw up his first name. You think I would know it by now?
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yes, for Far Cry 6. We have Jason E. Kelly for Deathloop. We have Maggie Robertson for Resident Evil Village. And we have Ozuma Agagi for Deathloop. I'm sure I butchered that name, but it's what we do. Esposito. He makes a great villain.
Yeah.
That's why I got to go with him.
Did they announce these winners already?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. The Game Awards aren't until December 7th.
Oh. Okay. Well, no, I looked up Maggie Robertson because I couldn't remember who she
was. There was another. There was
this was the
Game Awards.
golden. This was the golden joystick. Okay.
Yes, Esposito was in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, he was one of the Chicken Brothers.
He was also in The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Great villain.
Mr. Big and Bad until Luke Skywalker showed up.
Well, he's still not dead, so we don't know.
Well, he tried to. Spoiler alert. Sorry, spoiler alert.
But come on. We're past the embargo for that.
Yeah, he took what's her name's pistol and tried to shoot himself in the head.
Yeah.
When he saw the lightsaber.
But it didn't work.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going with Esposito.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He is a phenomenal actor.
Yeah. Run.
Yeah. So games for impact. Sorry, I accidentally hit the wheel on my mouse and the whole list moved. Games for impact, and
no. Who's your voice actor?
Oh, I already told you, Giancarlo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you're going with it too.
I mean, listen, Maggie Robertson.
I was gonna say, you're going with Lady D.
Lady D, dude, phenomenal voice actress for that part.
I don't think there was much range there, though.
Yeah, there wasn't, because that's who she is. There was not much range in her character. Her anger never really changed throughout the whole game. Well, not throughout the whole game. She's the first. She's the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of, and it might be, just he's been acting for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
not much brains there. That is not what I said at all. Listen, Maggie, I did not say that. Do not hold that against me.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, I have to give the edge to Giancarlo just because, yeah, for Maggie Robertson, we'd have to see a character that has range
right
in her character. With Lady D, who you see is who you got. She never veered away from that character. There was never any ulterior motives like with
So,
Heisenberg and stuff.
so I want to side note for Far Cry 6. If you
Hmm.
started playing it and then you stopped and haven't played it for a while, I think like after a week or two, you get an email from, well, you get a message, I think. From El Presidente, which is Esposito's character, that says, and it's meant for you, like your player, and it says, "Hello, Rojas. I want to thank you for giving me free reign in Yara. Take it easy and know that Yara is in capable hands. Surely you can do better than this." And then it'll list your player stats, time played, total kills, that kind of stuff.
So he mocked you.
Yes.
That's funny. That is really funny. I like that.
Yeah. So I think that's great that they do that.
Oh man. Okay.
So
I'm gonna do the next two, Rob, because this second list is pretty funny to me.
okay.
But the first one is games for impact, and that is for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message.
Mhm.
I can't really. Okay, so it's Before Your Eyes.
Yeah.
Boyfriend Dungeon. Chicory, A Colorful Tale. Life is Strange, True Colors. No Longer Home.
Life is Strange.
Yes. I have to give it to Life is Strange on that one. Before Your Eyes, I never even heard of. Boyfriend Dungeon, I don't even want to know what that's about. But Life is Strange is one of those games where I've seen dozens of streamers break down and cry over the message of what the game is about. Whether or not these streamers were paid actors or not.
Now, Before Your Eyes is an interesting game
Oh yeah.
because it's a PC game and you have to have a webcam to play it.
No, you don't. Seriously?
It tracks your eye movements, and that's how you interact with the world around you in the game.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Honestly. Look, conspiracy theories aside, I don't know if I want random people being able to look into my camera.
Okay, you're not forced to play it that way, but it's strongly recommended as the best way to experience it.
Oh, okay.
Like your blinking and your eye movements move you forward through the game if you play it with the webcam.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So that's interesting. Just wanted to say that.
Yeah. Yeah, but I still have to give it to Life is Strange.
Yeah.
So this next list, okay, I have some problems with for some, and that is best ongoing game. Awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Okay. I'm going to jump around the list a little bit. So we have Apex Legends, which I only recently started playing.
I've played it off and on, and it definitely changes, and you definitely get new experiences with it.
Destiny 2 should be on that list. If it's an ongoing game that evolves, Destiny 2,
Tyler, best ongoing game.
yeah. Best ongoing game awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. I personally think Destiny 2 should be on that. That game has made some major strides and has changed a lot of things. It's not on there, but Apex Legends is. Final Fantasy 14,
Yeah, I mean, it's
Fort
good changes.
Fortnite. My daughter plays it a little bit. I have seen some of the changes. It's not really gameplay changes, though.
If we've given it to Apex Legends, like I think it deserves it. In fairness, Fortnite does then too.
Okay. And
Because of the
Genshin
ongoing
Impact.
development. So Genshin, I think, is big in that too. You know, in the same sense of Final Fantasy Online, that it's an MMO. And
It's an MMO that adds patch content every. Final Fantasy does it every 3 months.
Yeah, I'm not sure what.
Although
Genshin
since the virus and stuff, and all the developers have been work from home, it's been a little bit longer. Genshin is constantly rolling out patches of new content, and a lot of it is player stories.
Right.
So people who you get in the game, they have evolving and changing stories of what's going on. This last one, I don't know how the fuck it made this list. Call of Duty Warzone.
So here's the only way that I can figure that this should be on the list.
They paid their way on there?
No, I mean, because you got to think this is just Warzone. So that's Verdusk. And they do constantly change and add Verdusk stuff. Like, you know, you had the Halloween event. You had them jump back to the 80s, and you had the 80s action heroes. Development of ongoing content. Yes. Outstanding? No.
Yeah.
That's definitely low on this list for me. That's the bottom.
Oh, yeah. 14 is something you and I know front to back.
Again, I would say that though too. Outstanding, not always. I mean,
no, and mainly because they have gradually dumbed down the jobs.
Well, even then, like Stormblood, I've talked to multiple people that have said that Stormblood was the worst of that game.
Yeah.
And like I said, if I'm being honest with it, I don't even know the storyline for that, because I just skipped all the story. I mean, I know what's going on in the world, but like the little backstories and stuff for that area, yeah, I got nothing.
There wasn't much because it was a lot of jumping between two continents.
Yeah.
You had the Garlean side, and then you had the I don't remember, the Far East side of the story. No, I'm sorry. The Garlean stuff was on both sides. They were coming from both fronts.
Yeah.
But you had the Eorzea side of the Garlean conflict, and then you had the Far East side of the Garlean conflict. And they spread themselves out too thin with having two separate main stories going.
Yeah.
Because you go over here, you do this, well, then you have to come back over here and do this with the Garleans. Oh shit, now I got to go back out there and do something.
So yeah, that's low on the list for. I mean, not low, but that's lower on the list.
14, it would be so much higher on the list, but like you and I have said,
they have it down too much.
They've gradually dumbed down the whole game.
And that's I get it, to bring in new players. I understand that, but
all of your tanks have 2-3 hit combos. They all have gap closers. They all have two ranged. They all have 2 ranged attacks too.
Yeah. So.
So
I got to give it to Genshin. Tyler says Apex, hands down.
I can say if you're, I have to give it to Genshin too.
But again, these are different styles of games. There's 2 different styles of games. So you have your first-person shooters and you have your MMO.
Oh yeah, Genshin is your cell shaded
MMO.
MMO that you don't run around the world and see each other. You
Jeffco
actually
back again.
travel to their world, or they travel to your world. What up, Jethco? The fact that Warzone made that list is just laughably fucking dumb.
Again, outstanding or development, sure. Outstanding, no. So yeah, Genshin for MMO and Apex for first person.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll have to see where that goes with that. Which way they lean.
Yeah.
Best indie game, which is outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. 12 Minutes, Death's Door, which looks good, Kena, Bridge of Spirits, Inscription, and Loop Hero. Death's Door looks interesting, and it's a different style. It's between that and Kena for me. Fred's like, I gotta look it up.
Yeah, if you're telling me it's that interesting.
It's almost like it's hard to explain. Yeah, you'd have to look at it.
This looks like an isometric top down.
Right, yeah. And
that is interesting.
And basically what it is like you work, I don't know if you work for the Grim Reaper or what, but you have to go collect souls.
Nice. I'm sorry, but on this one, I'm going to have to give it to Kena.
Fair.
I've seen the gameplay I've seen has been pretty smooth. It's very, the color scheme seems very uplifting.
True.
And from what I've seen of gameplay, it flows smoothly because I don't know. It looks like one of those rail games where you just run along and you shoot things.
I don't know. I don't really get that. But I could see how it could look like that.
Okay. But
so
just from what I've seen.
Best debut indie game. So this is the best debut game created by a new independent studio. And again, we have Kena, Bridge of Spirits, Sable, The Artful Escape, The Forgotten City, which looks really good, and Valheim, which was interesting. Valheim had the potential to be top of the list for multiple things.
I think a lot of Valheim was one of the drop games, wasn't it?
Valheim was PC. You ran around as like a Viking. You were on your way to Valhalla.
And you had to build stuff, right?
Yeah, and
yeah, because I remember you, Jay, and Aaron were talking about it. I think.
Yeah. And I mean, it wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong, but it almost felt like they released a beta and called it a complete game. So yeah, I'd have to give this to Kena too.
Yep, I'm gonna have to go with Kena again on that.
You want to take the next one?
Sure. Best mobile game for the best game playable on a mobile device. We have Fantasian, Genshin Impact, which I didn't play the mobile version. I have it on console. League of Legends. After the e-girl thought raid a couple years ago, I avoided that game. I did try to play something similar, Smite.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not fully like League, but just that MOBA style game. Marvel Future Revolution. I didn't play that.
Me neither.
Pokemon Unite, I feel I'm gonna have to give it to Pokemon Unite. I have it on my phone because that's the only way I can play it with my daughter.
But only having one Switch.
Yeah. And it's been nice sitting down with her and being able to play it. It's a little something for us to do. Like I said, she loves it. She's gotten really good at it.
Right.
Partly it might be because I have one of the bigger phones. I have a Note 20. Because having big hands, it's easier. The only downside is they don't support controller for mobile.
Right.
But it is real easy. There's not many buttons to unite.
Right.
But the only downside is when you have those attacks that you have to aim, you have to hold the button and then slide your finger around and find that target, which sometimes gets a little aggravating to do when you're chasing an enemy down or you're trying to run away and just trying to move in general while doing it. But
yeah,
it is very easy to pick up. You can just pick it up, get into it, and you're not going to get flustered.
right.
So I got to go with Unite on mobile.
It's between Unite and Genshin. The only thing I didn't like about Genshin was the mobile version could only be linked to the PC version. It couldn't be linked. It can't. I don't know if it can now or not, but it couldn't be linked before to console version.
That was another reason why I didn't want to get it for mobile. I didn't want to have two different profiles.
Yeah.
Playing.
So it's between those two for me. Probably more towards Unite, but at the same time, I feel like Unite, it was made for a mobile device to begin with it being for the Switch. So,
yeah. Okay.
Best community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media and game updates and patches. And we have Apex Legends Escape, which is the newest one. Destiny 2 Beyond Light. Final Fantasy 14. Fortnite. And No Man's Sky. I constantly see stuff on Destiny's social media connecting with their fan base.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have your Final Fantasy. You have all kinds of stuff that comes out for Final Fantasy.
Oh, dude, the amount of Facebook groups for Final Fantasy 14.
I'm saying, so the way that I take this is how the developers are supporting the community. So whenever you have Yoshi P come out and actually break down because he couldn't get the game out in time, that's amazing for your community.
Oh yeah, it generally tore him apart that he had to disappoint
delay the game. Yeah.
The player base with delaying it.
And he was disappointing himself more than I think he felt like he was disappointing himself more than he was even letting the players down. And that's why it affected him so much.
Yeah.
You have No Man's Sky, which did a decent job with the social media activity and a great job with the updates and patches.
They kind of didn't really have a choice there, bud. After the way they launched No Man's Sky, and everyone's like, nah, nope, boycott this game. Return it. So many of the player base was like, nope, I already returned my copy. I'm not touching it again.
But they did a hell of a job fixing that game, that's for sure.
Yeah. So give them credit on that part for the community support for making a complete 180 with that game.
So Fortnite, I mean, they do put out stuff, so I guess it could be on this list, but they're at the bottom for me.
Yeah.
Apex, I do see them put out, all the story stuff and background stuff for each individual character. This one's another tough one. But I have to give it to Destiny.
I'm going to have to go 14, and here's why. They have listened to their community so much, although it has taken them. I don't know if I can really hold it against them how long it took for them to get to some of the community's requests on things.
Right.
Because that stuff takes time, especially when you're working on an MMO.
Right. Yeah.
And this was an MMO that people hated.
Yeah.
And then they shut it down and they revived it. They shut it down, changed it, revived it. They even gone as far as, I don't know if you saw the story, they changed the the logo design for one of the upcoming jobs.
Right. I did.
Yeah. So there's a phobia about holes.
Mhm.
And they went through and they redesigned the logo to put the people with that phobia at ease.
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, we still have gill spammers in the major cities, but nothing you can do with that when it comes to an MMO, especially when you offer a free trial just to get people into the game.
Right.
So I got to go ahead and give the slight edge to 14.
Fair enough.
So next up, we have the best VR AR game. For the best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform. And with that, I didn't even know this was a VR game. Hitman 3,
Mhm.
I Expect You to Die 2, Lone Echo 2, Resident Evil 4, and Sniper Elite VR.
Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, I got to give it to that one too. This game, Resident Evil 4, is a game that has been released and re-released, I think, I don't know, 5 or 6 times. I mean, it's almost up there with Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
But the way the VR version plays, people have they've been losing their minds on it.
Mm-hmm. So up next after that, innovation and accessibility. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games being played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. And you have Far Cry 6, Forza Horizon 5, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and The Veil, Shadow of the Crown. So I know, like in Forza, there's actually options that you can make to where you just press the gas and the car will do the rest, which I think is good for, like people with disabilities that want to play a racing game. Or giving it to your little kid to race. Far Cry, I'm pretty sure that they had an easy mode just like Days Gone did. Was it Days Gone? Or it was Last of Us? To where
So you could just kind of like skirt through it if you just wanted the story experience only.
right.
I get that.
I don't know about Guardians of the Galaxy or Rift Apart, and I've never even heard of The Veil. So I'd have to give that to Forza.
So the Veil. Oh, this is kind of annoying.
Yep.
So when you pull up the Veil, all it gives you is its cover page. It says the Veil, Shadow of the Crown, and then it has your character.
Fair. So yeah, like I said,
I'm gonna have to skip on that. Innovation and accessibility. If Marvel's and Ratchet does the same thing with the easy mode, I know a lot of games they've been further expanding the colorblind portion of the options menu to really help people. I don't know, bud. I'm gonna have to pass on this one.
Fair. Best action game. The best game in the action genre focused primarily on combat. You have Back for Blood, Chivalry 2, Deathloop, Far Cry 6, and Returnal. I'm going for Back for Blood.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. I was leaning towards Chivalry at first because of the way it played as a medieval combat. Because I enjoy that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I saw Back for Blood, and I seen what some of the people were doing, and I just,
So
yeah,
Tyler is not a fan of Back for Blood.
no, man, I'd have thought that'd have been right up his alley.
Best action adventure game, combining combat with traversing and puzzle solving. And you have Guardians of the Galaxy, Metroid Dread, Ratchet and Clank, Resident Evil Village, and Psychonauts 2. This
Action combining combat with traversal and puzzle. Guardians, I don't see that. The videos that I saw of how it plays, I don't know how they put puzzle solving in there.
it's between Ratchet and Clank and Village for me.
Yeah. And if we're doing, you did have some traversal in Village. You could find hidden caves and cracks and ladders and stuff and buildings to climb for
Well,
extra
like,
little things.
for me, like, going through the castle and all that, like when you have to run from the one boss.
Oh yeah, when you're grabbing the mask pieces and trying to escape the daughters and stuff.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but you have to put the pieces in there while evading Lady D's attacks.
Well, even then, like with the marionette, I can't remember her name, the marionette master.
Oh man, I'm spacing on it now too.
But like, you go down in a basement and you got to like run from her. You don't have any of your weapons.
Yeah, she takes everything, even your healing items.
Yeah. So you just got to run from her. And like at the one point, there's a little kid that starts laughing and all that. That was freaky. But I
the
think
giant slime baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I think Village would get it for me, honestly.
Yep, I gotta agree with you on that one, bud. Now for a category that you and I excel at, best RPG. For the best game designed with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. And I think it's funny they say that, but I'm pretty sure only one of these games qualifies with having massive multiplayer experiences, and that's Monster Hunter Rise.
Right.
We also have Cyberpunk on here.
Yeah.
Scarlet Nexus, which you have hands-on experience with. Shin Megami Tensei 5 and Tales of Arise.
So Tales of Arise is great. Scarlet Nexus is great. I mean, well, Tales of Arise is a Tales of,
Yeah.
Shin Megami Tensei, will not have played it myself. I've talked to people and watched people play it, and it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Monster Hunter Rise.
Here's the thing, though. It's a Monster Hunter game.
Right.
You make your character, you set out on a land, you kill monsters, you collect the parts to make to make the armor that is somewhat looks like the monster that you killed it for.
Yeah, you make gear.
So you don't really see much of your character with those armor sets.
And Cyberpunk, get the hell out of here with that. I mean, yeah, you had rich character customization, but half the people couldn't progress. So, for me, I'm gonna have to say Scarlet Nexus.
Yeah.
Yep.
If we're talking rich player customization and progression, I got to go Cyberpunk.
Well,
because character customization, how do you do that with Tales of Arise when it's two characters?
Yeah, I mean, I get
unless
that.
Unless you can build them, unless you can customize their build, like what they use, their stats and everything. But if rich player customization and progression, I got to go with Cyberpunk.
Fair. Tyler seconds Scarlet Nexus.
Scarlet Nexus, from watching you, dude, it looks like an amazing game.
Well, and that's why, like, I'm taking my stance on an RPG because one of the best RPGs of all time was Final Fantasy VII.
Hmm.
There's no character customization in the fact of you can't customize the character to you,
Yeah.
but you can customize your materia and you can figure out the best way to have your different gear to optimize your play style.
Yeah.
Which is what you can do in Scarlet Nexus. So that's I feel like Scarlet Nexus for me.
Nice. Okay.
Best fighting game. Game designed primarily around head-to-head combat. Say hand-to-hand. What? Demon Slayer. Guilty Gear.
Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Yaba.
Yaba. Okay. My bad.
Guilty Gear Strive. Melty Blood Type Lumina. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. And Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown. What do you got, Bren?
If we're speaking on its battle system, I got to go towards Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear is a fast-paced fighting game, from what I've seen. I know you and I played a little of it back in the day on like the PS2 days.
Yeah.
But we even demoed a little bit of it at PAX.
Yep.
A couple years ago. I like it. Nickelodeon, it's just a bunch of kiddie stuff. Come on, really?
If they would have had Shaggy, that would have been mine.
Ultimate Instinct Shaggy.
Yes.
I did see an article that he
is coming to a
fighting game.
Versus or something.
I don't remember, but they got Matthew Lillard to do his voices. So what's your pick on it?
Guilty Gear.
Okay, so we're in agreement on that.
Yep.
Next up, we got Best Family Game. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. We have It Takes Two, Mario Party, Superstars, New Pokemon Snap, Super Mario 3D World, and Bowser's Fury. Wow, I can't believe I almost started messing up on that.
Yep.
WarioWare, Get It Together.
So I think it's funny that it's New Pokemon Snap because you know how Nintendo's naming scheme goes. But Pokemon Snap is mine.
Like, bro, we had Pokemon Snap for the N64.
Yeah, but like I said, it's mine.
It's new. I was just cracking joke at you.
I know.
For family game, you can never go wrong with Superstars, bro. Mario Party.
Fair. So up next, best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing games. You have F1 2021, which is basically Formula One's version of a roster update. FIFA 22 soccer roster update. Hot Wheels Unleashed, Forza Horizon 5, and Riders Republic. Going with Forza. Riders Republic is a close second because of the versatility that you have in it. Because that's like you could just I don't know. Riders Republic is like the action sports version of Forza. Like you get wingsuits, you get snowboarding, you skiing, snowmobiling, all kinds of stuff.
Nice. All right. Just basing purely off of what I've seen on videos, because I don't do sports or racing games. I got to go with Horizon 5 too.
Like I said, Riders Republic is a close second. So up next we have the best simulator or strategy game. I don't know why these are in the same sense of it because yeah. It best game focused on real time or turn based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. So you have Age of Empires 4, Evil Geniuses World Domination, Humankind, Inscription, and then you have Microsoft Flight Simulator. Like what?
Yeah,
don't
like
get me
how do you
wrong.
put Flight Simulator and Age of Empires on the same list?
Right. And I was going to say, don't get me wrong, Flight Simulator's good. Humankind was really good. I'm
Yeah,
not a huge fan of the Age of Empires 4.
that's the one you just bought, isn't it?
I mean, it's on Games Pass. I didn't buy it, but
Oh, okay.
I would have to go with Humankind on this one.
I'm gonna have to go Flight Simulator just because of the realism
Fair.
of it. You can get, from what I've heard, the flight sticks that they modeled these games after were taken out of actual aircrafts.
Oh yeah, I mean they're Microsoft Flight Simulator. They did a lot of research. Hands down, it's the best simulator on the market for anything in the simulation world. So yeah, I mean, if it was strictly simulation, yes. Like I said, it's hard to say, simulator and strategy games as one. That's my big thing. I don't think these two should be lumped together.
Yeah, definitely not.
So
like I said, Age of Empires, Flight Simulator.
right.
They're two different worlds. Come on.
Exactly. Best multiplayer game, which is outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and MMO experiences, irrespective of genre or platform. And these are all new games for this year. So Back for Blood, It Takes Two, Knockout City, Monster Hunter Rise, New World, and Valheim. Knockout City gets my vote. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's quirky. You can just pick it up. You can play one round, be done. You can play for hours and have a great time.
I gotta go Knockout City too.
Again, Valheim felt incomplete. New World destroyed graphics cards, and Amazon refused to take the blame for it. Rise, I feel like you need to plan that out.
Yeah, that's the thing with Monster Hunter games. You got to have the time.
And oh no, I'm thinking of stories. Never mind. I was thinking, is this just for Switch? Is what I was thinking at first.
Rise, I think.
Oh yeah, it is Switch and Windows. So
it is Windows.
It says Nintendo Switch and Microsoft Window. Oh, it's on Steam for pre-order. It doesn't come out until January 12th on Steam. So so if we're going for that, how's it a multiplayer? I mean, it is multiplayer and you can play with other people, but there's no voice system. Like you can't chat. So that's out. It Takes Two seems pretty good. And Back for Blood is good, but Knockout City definitely gets my vote. Well, hard to make a decision.
Well, no, I'm going Knockout City.
Okay.
I was trying to look at Rise to see because I couldn't remember. No, that was Stories. That's right. Stories is the one about the kid that ends up with the Rathian dragon egg. Okay,
yeah.
My bad.
No, you're good.
Yeah, so New World pissed people off. Amazon refused to take the blame. The graphics card companies refused to take any type of responsibility either.
But they did send new cards out, so at least they did something on their end.
Yeah.
Amazon denies everything and then goes back and puts rewrites the code and says, "Oh yeah, we didn't have anything wrong. We're just throwing this in there." Like, come on, come on.
Yeah, dumb assholes.
And then have the same exact problem with a different graphics card manufacturer later.
Yeah.
Um,
So we're gonna do this one here, Rob, and then we'll do the last one because neither
Well,
one of us is esports players.
I was gonna say, well, you have the content creator of the year, and honestly, I don't know any of these. So
Yeah, I
sound
don't
off.
know any of them.
Sound off.
Content creator of the year.
I wasn't even
And
gonna
it
say their names because I don't know. I was just gonna say sound off who your favorite content creator is. Best esports athlete. Let me know. Let us know who you think the best esports athlete is. Esports coach, esports event, esports game, esports team. So if it deals with esports, let us know your favorite team, player, coach, game,
yeah.
yada yada, etc.
Or if there's one that you feel should be on there that wasn't on
Yeah.
there. This last one.
I already know what you're getting.
Oh yeah. I honestly I can't wait for 4 out of 5 of these. So last is the most anticipated game.
Yes.
And we have Elden Ring, God
This
of
is
War
yours.
Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, and it says the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I am hyped. I'm sorry, Starfield's the last one.
Which Starfield, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to that too. I'm looking forward to all 5 of these. Like you said, Elden Ring. I mean, I'm even looking forward to Elden Ring.
Oh yeah.
God of War Ragnarok. Come on, I need to be more of that. Horizon Forbidden West. Yes, please. I mean, yes. The
Yeah.
sequel to The Legend of Breath of the Wild. Like, are they not sure what the name's going to be or what? We don't.
Well, I think they reserved it because there hasn't been an official announcement of the title.
Right. And then Starfield, which I looks good. I mean, I don't know if I'm super stoked for it, but it looks good that I might pick it up. I mean, come on, it's coming from Bethesda, so it's going to be glitchy, but it's deep space, and yeah, I like space, so
Yeah, I mean that was one of the reasons I really loved the Mass Effect games.
right.
Space, sci-fi, RPG.
Mm-hmm. So
All me, bro.
yeah, let us know what you guys are anticipating for game wise coming up. I mean, yeah, I can't think of anything else. Oh well, I mean, Final Fantasy VII Part 2, but
Who knows when we're getting that though, bro?
yeah. So Tyler says about Friendsgiving. The 18th, maybe the 4th is the wife's birthday, so that's out for me. But I think that about wraps up the show. But, you're worried about a light show, but here we are 2.5 hours later.
Yeah. I mean, the Games Award was a big one. We knew it was going to be a big one.
Yeah, we knew that was a time chunk. 18th it is. All right. Remember, you can find us live on Wednesdays. I am not sure what our holiday schedule is going to look like, so you're going to have to stay tuned for that while we talk about it and figure it out.
Yeah.
But you can find
Tyler. Sorry, Rob. Tyler, I let you down. A lot going on Monday. I know we were going to tackle Dark Souls 2 together so we could find that Phantom that you've been having trouble with. So, but I will be back on Monday to do that.
Nice.
Dark Souls 2.
So there you go. Dark Souls
Stay
2
tuned.
for him. Stay tuned. I'm not sure the next day I'm streaming because I got all kinds of stuff going on. It'll probably be next Tuesday at the earliest.
Yeah.
But yeah, look on our socials, links and descriptions and all that. And then you can find us both on Twitch and Facebook and YouTube Live. We didn't have any fuck ups on YouTube this time. Yay. You can, watch replays everywhere in audio format. If you're watching this and want to listen to it in podcast form, like our good buddy Saturnight does, you can find us on all major podcast providers. Normally that goes up on Saturdays, but it's been up sooner. Last week's did not go up because of the glitch that we had and the audio quality. I just did not feel comfortable putting it out. But yeah, check out all our socials, guys. Hit the like, share, follow, subscribe buttons. That's how you can help us the most. If you want to play some games, let us know. We'll play some games. Me and Tyler and his missus Tori, we play Apex together. Let us know if you want to play some games. And remember, we'll catch you at the warp point.
Peace.